What is going on, YouTube? It's me, Zach, here today, Nosedive Reptiles, and I had a request to make a crested gecko care video. So I guess let me just mist them down really quick. So this is my crested gecko setup. It's a Exoterra 12x12x18. This is actually a perfect size for a small adult. For a regular adult, 10 gallon to 15 gallon would be suitable, but this could suit one regular sized adult like him. I guess I'll start off with the lighting. Crested geckos do not need much lighting at all, if any lighting. I prefer to use this LED just so I can view him while he's eating and stuff, and it has a few modes like this. You can leave it off whenever you want, like if you have people over you can turn it on, but they do not require lighting. And the heating, I'd say don't let it go over 85 or below 65. Keep it between, I'd say 70 to 78 degrees would be perfect for these guys. Since they are nocturnal, they don't need any UVB or UVA or anything, but they do need calcium from their food source. So if you mix calcium with their diet, I'll show you that in a minute, that would be beneficial towards the gecko. So I guess we'll start off with plants and stuff. They don't really mind fake plants or live plants. I'd recommend not using any spiky plants or anything. This one seems spiky, but it's not that spiky. It's really bendable. And I'd use, definitely get a cork hide or just something for them to hide in, and a lot of climbing space. If you do get a 10 gallon, a good idea would be to set the tank vertically. Like, say, I don't have a spare 10 gallon in my room right now, but you get a 10 gallon, you know how they're horizontal. You want to set them like vertically, so like that. That's a good example. Backgrounds. Backgrounds would be very beneficial towards your gecko, because crested geckos tend to jump, and sometimes they hit their head in the background, and it could make them have a few sores in their lips. I use the foam background, so when he jumps, he just like bounces off the foam, and it's pretty soft. So yeah, and he likes to hide in the little crevices back there. A good place to get a background from would be Universal Rocks, but that's you don't need that. I'll go through just the basics like really quick at the end. This is just in advanced. As you can see, he's drinking the water off the background, which is pretty cool. I have a paper towel right there, so the crickets don't run out through the holes. But you don't need crickets for these guys. I guess we'll just talk about that really quick. Here are the cricket sizes. I would recommend medium to small. Small for a very tiny baby, and medium for an adult. You don't really need to have crickets. I would recommend feeding on mealworms just to get some different variety of food in there, but you're going to want to dust any insects you give them with Repti Calcium. Shake it up in a Ziploc bag like this, and I'll be right back when I do that. So once you put the calcium in, you just want to kind of just shake them around like this. Seems kind of cruel, but crickets are fine. But the bad thing about this stuff is they will not last too long with this on them, because it clogs up their pores and everything. And once you do this, you can just drop a few in there at night or whatever time of day you really want to, and he'll go after them. But like I said, these are not necessary. What's really necessary is the fruit and the crested gecko that you feed them. You're going to need a dish to put this stuff in. Mine prefers to eat on taller dishes. This is a crested gecko diet dish right here. Like this. It works very well. I think it's either plastic or it's a rock or something like that, or concrete. But it works very well. They can climb on it and eat it. I do feed mine crickets though, because I mean, I don't mind the crickets. If you don't mind the crickets, you can feed them crickets. But if you have like a problem with bugs, I wouldn't really get crickets. But yeah. So these guys are very fun to have. They are a very good pet, very good beginner gecko. I'd say leopard gecko is more better, but these guys are just so fun if you're like wanting to get into reptiles. This was my first reptile. My first reptile was actually a skink, but yeah, they just love to be held. And the cool thing is you can watch them just hop around their cage. They're very interactive with you. So I guess I'll go to substrate really quick. For substrate, I would recommend a Repti carpet or EcoEarth. The reason why EcoEarth is not so popular with some people is because they're worried about impaction and stuff. Yeah, I get that, But I've had mine in this stuff forever, and he has never had a problem. And I never see it get in his mouth. And even if it does, just a little bit won't hurt him, because this stuff, I mean, look at it. It's like powder. It'll just pass right through him. I mean, look at that. It's not anything. But water, you don't need a dish for these guys. They won't drink out of it unless they like literally fall in it. So I would recommend spraying the cage down twice a day. And well, really 2 to 4 times a day would be good, because as you can see, these guys are really thirsty and they can't store anything in their tails. So, and let me think of what else I need. I'll be back in 1 minute. Another thing that will be beneficial towards your gecko would be to get a humidifier or a automatic mister, like this one right here. I do have a monsoon mister, but that's for my chameleon. Yeah, and this is an example of universal rocks right here. This is my curly-tailed lizard, which is very, very fast. I really don't want to just... Yep, okay. He jumps very far. That's why I'm kind of backing off. But that right there, that would be very good for crested gecko. But this would keep the cage very humid, and that's too hot. That's from my Pac-Man throw. He likes it hot in there. But, yeah, there's not really... These guys are really... Oh, why are you doing this? You might... Oh, God. Yes, hey, how about you scoot back there, buddy? Yeah, okay. Come on, buddy. Can I close the door? Nope, not yet. I don't want to hurt you. Come on, buddy. Alright, I'll just leave that shut for right now. But, that's one thing you have to worry about the Exoterras. They can get caught in there when you close it. You can really hurt them. So, yeah. I'll go through the basics really quick. So, what you're going to need, you don't need light. You need at least a 10-gallon tank. Places for them to climb. You can use actually paper towel as a substrate. They don't need live food. They can eat off of their crested gecko diet. You just mix it with water and get it kind of like a paste or even a liquid. So you can see mine's eating a little bit right there. But yeah, I'll just get a little close up on them eating. See, they love that stuff. Let me just snap a little picture really quick. Alright. But yeah, that's them eating, and there's tons of different morphs, which is cool. If you guys get really into these, you can start breeding them, and you can just make some echo geckos. It's like so cool. But I only have this guy because I'm not really into breeding yet. Probably will when I get older, because I can like make good money off of it, and it's my passion, reptiles. So yeah, this is a good example of a setup. Well, you do want to clean up the poo once in a while. I've been kind of slacking on that, and you shouldn't do that. But yeah, so like I said, you don't need any lighting. You don't need really. I mean, you could do fine without substrate, but I'd recommend something like paper towels, repti carpet, or a little bit thin layer of this would be fine. This is actually just for my plants. If you have plants, you're gonna want to have a big layer. There is some rocks in here, just kind of like in the middle of it. You can't see me on the outsides. But yeah. So that's really the care for a crested gecko. Very fun pet, very good beginner pet. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe, guys, and thanks for watching.